And we back, baby. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's Mr. One Gotta Go Show.
And it's your man, Mr. J Fowl. And this is the Front Page Podcast.
Oh, yeah, we got Shawn Porter in the building. Normally, I hype him up and get him here, but he family now.
Yeah. Family now. We just got to bring him in.
In here
you
now.
know, I was walking up in here, man. I
Yeah.
ain't going to complain about the travel I had to do to get into this room. Yeah. But it was some travel today I wasn't expecting. So.
I know.
But beyond that, man, I was walking up in here. I said, man, you know what? Like, I should ask them for a check.
He said they working the mess out of it.
No, I said, no, real talk though. I was like, man, I've been a part of y'all show. So,
for sure.
Man, thank y'all, man.
Thank you,
It's smooth,
bro.
man. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Every time we get together and do a raw recap, bro, no lie, homie, on some real shit, YouTube go crazy, especially on our algorithm. You know, sir. We still trying to catch the Porter Way podcast.
Trying to stop that.
Baby.
Y'all never
but
catch
up.
Goddamn, y'all will never catch up.
But when we get together, bro, it's something about the chemistry that people like on YouTube, man. So I appreciate you always taking the time. But the lecture at hand, man. Keith Thurman, Sebastian Fundora. I mean, what a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Snap.
Old lion against the young, hungry lion. What you got to say?
You gonna start with me?
Yeah.
Man,
you know.
well, I'm gonna just jump. I don't have a whole lot of good things to say, but it was a funny fight. This is how I explain
Two
the fight.
sides to it.
Two sides, yeah.
He said I ain't got a whole lot to say, but it's two sides.
Yeah. But when watching the fight, man, it felt like I was watching Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Ooh.
Like I was watching Lil Mac fight Don Flamingo.
Hell yeah.
The whole time.
Ooh, dang. Yeah.
Lil Mac fighting Don
Makes
Flamingo.
sense.
That's how it looked, though.
Makes
Exactly.
sense.
He
Makes
couldn't
sense.
get no hits off.
Yeah.
Every time he came in,
Yeah.
he was getting
He was
thumped.
met with something.
Yeah.
And you know, I went back and watched your fight with him.
Uh-huh.
No, the punches thrown at Orlando was not the same. This was not the same dude.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt about the fight.
Okay, Sebastian was Don Flamingo and Keith was
Yeah.
young Mac trying to get his shit together.
Without the cheat code. You know,
Without
with
the
the
cheat
cheat code and punch out, you could beat Don
yeah,
Flamingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he was
Okay.
getting hit with that giraffe
It was.
fist
Well,
all night.
everything
But
was
yeah,
in the way.
You know, we refer to the jab hand, that arm can be referred to as a broomstick. You know what I mean? And it's like he literally has a broomstick. You know,
right.
And when he uses them correctly, he got two broomsticks. You know what I mean? That you really got to navigate. So for me,
Yeah, what's your take on the fight, big dog? 'Cause I know
Fundora's
you
getting
watch it.
better.
Huh?
Fundora's getting better.
He's getting better.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about this, when the 2020 Olympic class, when they turned pro, everybody turned pro under top rank under that ESPN Plus banner. And I'm like, yo, this is perfect for these guys. They get an opportunity to be seen when they're 0-0, 1-0. We get to really see them grow. That was my thing. And I kept trying to reiterate every time they were on the Plus app, I was just reiterating, we get to see these kids grow live in color. We're supposed to see them get better every time they go out. And I'm not sure if people are used to seeing that enough, but Sebastian's one of those guys that we're getting to see him get a little bit better every single fight. And I thought that was interesting. This time around, it's like, and he's doing this and he's doing that. And I'm like, he's supposed to be a little bit better out,
Right.
And my man was a lot bit better out on this one. Yeah.
He was.
I mean, I keep it 100, man. Front Page Podcast, baby. Like and subscribe. I knew the boy was going to get his ass whooped.
Oh, no.
I did. See, one thing about me, bro, like I've never fought a day in my life, but me being around the business and putting fights together and learning how to match make and knowing who's in what position in this position and what end of the career they on. You know what I'm saying? I kind of knew what was going to happen. Thurman was a great name for him to be catapulted to where he's trying to go.
There it is.
You feel me?
There
And I kind of figured, Keith, you a hell of a fighter, bro.
Yeah,
Take
no
my
doubt.
hat off to you. You a warrior. You've been holding it down, brother, for a long time. But Father Time is undefeated.
My man had,
You know what I'm saying?
my man
Yeah, he
got the win against me. Then he got the win against Danny Garcia, and he's got these injuries, and he's sitting out.
And that layoff killed him, too.
And then he comes out here. This was when Danny Garcia, the night that Danny Garcia fought Brandon Rios, and he comes out here and they do a round table. They got all the media in the room and all of the PBC fighters in the room, and we just all doing our interviews and stuff like that. And Keith is over here and I'm way over there, but I hear his voice is on my neck. And by this point, I had made that WBC championship title my goal. Like that's my thing. Like, there's nothing else I want but that. So you got it. How can I get to it? And so he's on his layoffs and he's injured and all these other things. Like a year go by since he fought. And this dude is in the room, I mean, yapping like he's the guy. And I mean, it's on me. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go sit next to this dude. I go and I sit right next to him.
Yeah.
Now, he's doing his interviews. Everybody else did their interview. And I just sit right down next to him. Right like this. And I just look at him and I'm like, and he just doing his thing, going off the same way you always see him go off. And I'm just articulating that story to say this, man. Even with the time off and even with all of the injuries and stuff like that, he always made a way to keep himself relevant, you know? Sure. And that's a little unprecedented, you know? Boxing moves on and moves past you. And even with, like, knowing how much he hadn't done and 5 fights in 10 years is a nasty. That's nasty.
When did his layoff start? Right after Pacquiao?
Right after, it was up and down after Pacquiao. He had layoffs after Danny, too.
Okay,
we had to look, like, really take a look at it, but I think like a year and a half at least, maybe even 2 years after he fought Danny until he got back in the ring. You know what I mean? So my point is, while you're taking your hat off to him, I'm like, yo, this kid kept himself relevant. True. And even in this fight, had a lot of us. I was like, you know, for me, it was a lot, man. This joint was personal, man. I was like, man, my guy can't go out like that. My guy gonna show him, you know what I mean? This is the 08 quad, man. This is what we use. This is what we do. Sure. You know what I mean? But he still like kept himself relevant. You know what I mean? So
man,
proud of that.
How you feel about when he took to the post press conference? A lot of people when he's sitting down, his face looking like he got a few makeup artists. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, like. Do you feel like that was warranted, or as a fighter, what type of not excuse, but do you like his excuse he gave? Basically,
you know, every fighter reacts a little differently. You know what I mean? I know my very last fight, I was really numb in that moment of my dad throwing in the towel and all that kind of stuff. We were in the ring doing the interview, post fight interview, and that's when it started to become real, especially like as I had to start answering questions and articulating everything. But the one thing about me was I've always told myself, like, always be calm, you know, don't really show your emotion, you know what I mean?
Yeah, keep it
those kinds of things. Yeah, but Keith is one of those guys, man. He's very boisterous. He going to tell you exactly how he feel. And along the way, he going to try to figure her out. So I don't know why he wired the way he is.
But what do you think that, because you're good at analyzing, right? So for him to know that he got beat.
The bottom line was it wasn't going to change. It wasn't going to get better.
Yeah.
And this is what I appreciate about Tom. Shout out to Tom, the referee.
Yeah, hell of a job.
The ref, and I think that more refs need to do this, the ref was able to analyze the rhythm of the fight and was able to analyze Keith in the position that he was in, see how Keith looked, and was really able to analyze and say, yo, this fight's not going to change. I'm going to stop it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's my guy. But
his feet was still moving.
I don't think it was going to change.
And again,
but he still got me, y'all.
What you mean?
He still got me.
What you mean?
He still got me, man. I watched and he's talking about how Fundora started to come forward, and he was basically articulating that this is what we wanted to have happen. Yeah. I don't think he expected to get thumped the way he was getting thumped, but he was getting me, y'all. I'm like, yeah, man, the fight was starting to flow in his direction.
But that's your partner, right?
I love when he said that. He was like, bro, it was just getting good.
Yeah, everybody was just standing up.
Just getting to their feet.
Yeah,
I said, because you was getting your ass whooped.
Right, he was getting.
Meanwhile, I'm already like, I was just starting to
really. You was about to be off your feet.
I mean, granted, as a fighter, do you want to go out on your shield, or would you rather the ref come in and be like, nah, man?
I explained this on the Porterweight podcast the other day. Going out on your shield ain't what people think it is. Going out on your shield isn't what the fighters. These fighters got to change your mindset. This is what going out on your shield is.
Come on, break it down for the front page.
Going out on your shield is doing everything that you have to do to win a fight. Once that moment happens, you're done. If you're getting thumped, but I'm still doing everything I got to do to win this fight, that's going out on your shield. So, like, for an example, for Keith, at the point where he's getting backed up and he's getting put on the ropes and on the corner, if he's able to turn, Fundora and start trying to wail on Fundora and stuff. To me, that's going out on your shield. Going out on your shield has this this reputation of by any means necessary until I get put down and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Nah.
You gotta be smart.
We want to see
about
you
it.
live.
You gotta be smart.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what going out on your shield is.
No
Doing
doubt.
whatever is intelligently necessary to win a fight, to get through certain moments in fights. And I'm like,
Look, I have a question as you as a boxer. When you in that moment, like Keith was, getting thumped on, do you feel like, man, this dude's getting the best of me, or do you really feel like I still got it in me?
it's really the only fight is the Terrence fight for me. Like the positions that Terrence had me in at the end of that fight, I've never been in before, and I was shook up, y'all.
Gotcha.
You go down and the crowd is loud and they not loud for you, and you know they not loud for you, and you got to get up and
Regroup,
shake it off and regroup and all that. And I'm looking at this dude like my man had this look in his face like until it's done.
Yeah.
He didn't have this look in his face like I want to kill you.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I love you, Terrence, for that, because maybe with other guys it's that look of I want to kill you, but with me, I could see in his face it was like we're here until it's done. And I appreciate that because that lets you know like his mentality of where he was at. So you looking at that, you trying to recover, you trying to get back to what the hell just happened, what can't I allow happen again? And then I said, well, fuck it. You
gotta let it.
It threw a punch that just had it was so unwarranted and unnecessary.
Frustration.
And I went down again. And the next time I went, that second time I went down, it all came rushing in. You know what I mean? So it's a really hard thing to navigate. And I know that Keith was having a hard time navigating, using his lateral movement. This dude still this far away from me, yet the punches is still there. Yeah. And I'm sure it was a lot for him.
Yeah. It looked
Sure
like
was
it was
a
a
lot.
lot.
No, it was a lot on both sides,
Yeah.
bro.
That's
was
a
great
foot
fight, man.
A foot height difference and a foot reach difference. That's tough.
It was different when he signed the contract, bro. I don't even. It just to me, it's like it just was because he said pre-fight he was like, man, I'm gonna be here till they get rid of me, baby. And then the essay came through, and that's what really happened. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But next question for you, Shawn. I got to know. That boy being as big as he is, he need to be fighting Kevin Durant. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But do you see anybody in that division that can even come close to dealing with the Mexican Kevin Durant? That's what I'm going to call him.
There's still a lot of really good, more competitive fights than what we just saw out there for Sebastian Fundora. A lot of the other guys just have unique qualities and abilities that will offset that length that he has. They're getting to a point, man. Like I can honestly say that Sebastian Fundora's career is going exactly the way it's supposed to go, right? So if you think about it, climbing up steps, you got to be ready by the time you get to the top floor, right? So he's able to get a little more prepared and a little more ready as he's been taking these steps. And I think that this fight with Keith, even though Keith didn't really present too many obstacles for him, anything like that, it's the preparation that was needed for Keith. Having the game plan, and then you could see that the game plan and that actually was effective in the fight.
Sure.
And that helps you grow as a fighter. You believe more in game planning. You believe more in strategy opposed to just going out there and winging it and whatever happens. A lot of us, when we first turn pro, that's all we can do is just wing it and go out there, and who we are is who we are. Because you can't prepare early on. But now he's getting to a point where he's able to get film on guys, know their reputations, know what they can do, what they can't do, and he's well prepared. I mean, I could say he was twice as prepared as Keith was.
Man, I send him to about 2-3 buffets and tell him go fight David Benavidez.
Yeah.
Man. Quit bullshitting, bro. Y'all too big, bro. You too
He
big.
said y'all too big.
He's losing weight to make 54.
Okay.
He's naturally bigger. He's just staying there to be effective.
Because he's doing what he's doing.
That power might not carry.
You know what's crazy? A lot of those basketball players, when they come into the league, they thin guys, and then they hit the weights and they get get a little bit bigger. But you look at Kevin Durant. You don't want to say he needs to fight Kevin Durant.
he need to
You
be
look at
fighting
Kevin
KD,
Durant.
yeah.
Kevin Durant's body has never really changed throughout his entire career.
His hair just got nappy.
And to me, that's how Sebastian is. Sebastian,
sure.
I think he stays relatively close to 154 pounds. I think he has a very tall, lean frame, but it's a 154 frame in that tall, lean man. Yeah. He's becoming a man at 154 pounds at 6'6". But legit, again, a lot like Kevin Durant, I don't think his body's going to go through too many changes. I think he's going to be at 154. He'll decide to go up to 160. Maybe 168. Maybe. But to me, I could be wrong, but he seems like he's probably a 165 pound guy
when he ain't fighting.
I
believe that.
And they ain't but 10 pounds away from your fight weight. Yeah. And the 10 pounds was always the hardest for me. And I know around the board for majority of guys, the last 10 pounds are the hard pounds. The last 5 pounds are the hardest pounds. So when 10 pounds is easy, that means you're legitimately, that is who you are, and God blessed you and going to do it.
Broomsticks.
Yeah,
man. Hey,
broomsticks.
But when you said that nigga looked like Mac.
Didn't
fighting Don Flamingo though.
Hey.
That was the funniest shit I heard in a long time, bro. Because the comparison, I don't know if y'all remember that Mike Tyson and Don Flamingo was taller.
Lil Mac was
like,
little.
Let me at him like Scrappy Doo. You feel me?
Yeah, he had the heart, but just couldn't get through.
Man,
unless you had the cheat code.
Anytime he rushed, he was met though. Like as a fighter, how do you?
The funny thing though, I got the game at my house. Like I got an arcade, so I played the game. I didn't realize his name was Mac.
His name was Mac.
His name is Mac. Yeah, I'm like, oh, you right, it is Mac. Yeah,
that's Mac. But how do you? That reach is so long, bro.
How do you
navigate it? Accurate. How do you?
Yeah,
work as a trainer. You feel me?
Keith told us a part of the game plan was going to the body. He went to the body. In my estimation, like legitimately commit, I'm going to the body. I saw twice, maybe tops, and I think that's maybe another part of this. The formula to being able to compete with Fundora is whatever your game plan is, you have to stick to it and really implement it and make it happen. To me, going to the young man's body is a big part. It's a crucial part of the process. Yeah. He has a reputation of being an inside fighter.
He is a phone booth fighter.
But we've never had anybody go to the inside, rough him up.
It's hard.
Rough him up.
It's hard when you getting big.
Well, rough him up, but one or two things. Are we stepping around or are we locking him up? We've never seen those two. Those are two, techniques that could be used. We don't see guys get in close. Everybody wants to just keep going here, keep going here, keep going here. And he's a really good fighter that can really loop them inside shots. To me, it's go to the body and just step around. Don't let him get off.
I know everybody's seen the logo at the bottom of the screen on the front page. That's right, baby. Alki Water. Now, y'all can scan that QR code and make sure y'all test some of the crispness water out there, man. Tell them the front page sent you, and it's how we keep everybody freshly hydrated on the show, baby. Alki.
Easier said than done, and a big reason why I'm not there no more. I know all it. The amount of work it would take for me to fight that kid, man. And we were talking about this on the live that I did the other day. I think probably 2019 Shawn Porter would have been the last version of me that would have been willing to do everything that it took to get down with that kid.
And I was going to ask you that. Do you think, because me looking at him, and I know, we years later, do you think that Keith was in his best shape condition? Was he top shape, ready for it?
He looked kind of soft to me. What about y'all?
That's what I feel. I feel like it slowed him down. He wasn't able to move like he normally moved. He wasn't. He was getting, but it wasn't effective.
Well, here let's see. Let's go. But
FT baby, Father Time.
Father Time, because the disclaimer is, like I was talking about with Fundora earlier, he's not a 147-pound man.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He is probably a 160 to 170-pound man, sweating and working down to get to 147 pounds. So when you make him a 154-pound man, that's closer to legitimate who he is as a human being. But carrying that 154-pound frame, what did you do with it? Did you like Crawford moving to 68? Were you able to hit the weights? Were you able to, do all of these different strengthening and things, techniques and things like that to build muscle? Seeing him in the ring, he didn't look like he had a lot of muscle. Looked like he just was soft, and like a lot of guys that I know in this game still now, we just work to get the weight off.
Right.
A lot of guys like me, Crawford's on record. A lot of us would do the weights and would do the strengthening and the conditioning to really legitimately be in the weight class that we're in. Keith didn't look like he worked to be at 154 pounds. He looked like he just, he came in, weighed in.
I was ready.
Yeah,
I woke up ready.
Not saying he didn't work. He didn't do the work, but
sure.
it's extra work to do when you're, especially when you're going up against a beast like that.
Flamingo.
Yeah.
You go up against KD. You go up against KD, boy, you got to come to work. Hey, man, this Alky water's beautiful, man. Crisp and clean, no caffeine, you know what I'm saying? Baby. Thank you to homie Day out there, man. It's the best water out there, man. He was like, man, at least take a sip on the camera. I'm like, bro, I got you. We just ain't had none, you know what I'm saying?
The big bottles, too.
Big bottles, you know what I'm saying? This water's definitely smarter than the other waters that's out there. You know what I'm talking about? It is. They got the good QR code on the back, man. Y'all scan that and show you how to get some mental health for your health, man. Some mental help for your health. Mental help for your health. That's what I meant to say.
Love it.
Crisp and clean, baby.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
All right, let me take me a shot of water.
Baby.
And let me do mine. This is Alky water.
Yes,
water with a message.
With the message.
Yeah.
And the message is, Keith, stay your ass at home.
Yeah.
And we love you. Yeah. Nah, but Shawn, I do want to ask you, bro, this was a sound bite of the night. You might have seen it. I watched the fight because I was pulling for my homie Kevin Newman. Roy Jones, man.
Oh, yeah.
Screaming on my boy Kevin Newman like that, man. Get your shit together. You losing. How you feel in that moment? Do you think Kev sucked it up, or you might think he felt embarrassed, but what he told him worked, though?
It's about damn time. I feel like what Roy told him the other night, I feel like that's what I've been seeing from Kevin Newman his entire career. You are under what's the word? How you say it? Underperforming. You're underperforming. You're not doing everything that you're capable of doing. And I'm like, damn, it took a while. It took a little while for us to get that kind of conversation had. Unfortunate that it had to be had on fight night. Yeah. I had that shit going on in gym like every day.
Right. But he told him, though. He talked to him like he don't talk to him like that normally. He was like, I'm sick of this, bro.
I didn't see the whole fight. I came in at the halfway point. The sixth round was middle of the sixth round when I came in. And so I missed that moment. But of course, I saw that moment, and it seemed like, if anything, it willed him to that victory. He did find spurts where he did a little bit more.
He did.
But listen, man, I am big on, if you can do it once, do it, then keep doing it. Mm-hmm. If you can do that once, and I had to say all that, I'll say all that again, but let's make it so that you just firing because this is what you do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's capable of so much more, and I'm glad that Roy gave it to him the way he gave it to him.
Yeah, because he could fight, man. I will care. You my homie, bro. You know I've been knowing you for years, way before you hit this pinnacle, baby. So I can tell you this for real. Like, I would love to see the homie. A lot of fighters, they fight cute instead of fight.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They fight cute. When they throw a punch, then they admire that punch that they threw, and then they get hit. They get caught admiring they work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's I believe that's what happened to Kev a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because Kev would hit him, I'd be like, okay. And then when he swung on Kev wouldn't slip until he sees the punch coming. Yeah. But you not fast enough to wait till this nigga punches. You better keep your shit, nigga, moving all mother to me.
I wonder if Roy was embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like on this stage,
a little bit.
Like, I'm here representing you. I'm here giving this to you, and you're not doing it. You know what I mean?
I felt like a lot of that energy watching the fight. Before the end of the round, I was like, Roy gonna cuss this dude out. I already know.
That's a winnable fight for just about anybody. 100. Well, he's supposed to be
168.
Did you hear how that whole thing went? If I'm not mistaken, the fight was contract at 160.
No, I thought he fight at 68.
Then they both came in overweight, or were something was happening, and then, so we're gonna fight at 168. And then they both came in over 168. The fight ended up being contracted like 172.
Damn.
Yeah,
Did anybody lose any money?
Guys gotta get themselves together.
Did anybody lose
when
any money?
When y'all both overweight, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when we both overweight, we cross it out. Don't nobody owe nobody. We good. Nah, I feel you on that one. Hey, Shawn, before we do get up out of here, bro, I appreciate you. I got to know, man, you was a connoisseur of the sport. You love the sport. You know the history of the sport. What are some of your favorites knockouts, man?
Some of my favorite
knockouts throughout history that you appreciate. Like, man, even if it was you ain't know the underdog was finna do it, or you knew the favorite was.
The first one I remember seeing was Tommy Hearns getting knocked out by Marvelous Marvin Hagler. know,
Right.
my brother and I, we were young. We were like, I don't know, I might have been 8 or 9 at that point in time when I saw it, and we would laugh at how Tommy ended up kind of like, you know, turning his back and, you know, kind of I realize it now that he was like, you know, galloping and trying to get away, but it looked like he was running from Marvelous back in the day. We used to laugh at that, but that was one that really stuck with me. That one was one that not really understanding who those guys were at that point in time when I was young, but as I grow and get older, realizing the significance of that knockout by Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and you know the round that they had prior to the knockout was an amazing, or you know everything that they went through prior to the knockout was just an amazing thing.
That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
What about you, bro? What's some of your favorite knockouts, man? You can recall?
Man, so many. I'm an 80s baby, 90 kid. So my first introduction to boxing was Tyson. So you know, Tyson, he gonna always be my number one.
Yeah,
he the coldest, just because it was so quick. Like, so I always Tyson. That's just, you know, that's just ingrained in me. That's what got me into boxing. I'm like, Mom, I want to box. She was like, hell no.
Yeah.
no, sir, you're not boxing. But in any you pick any Tyson knockout.
Can't forget about Costa and Zab.
Bruh,
Can't forget about that.
Zab got up and cussed the ref out, bro. Why you let him hit me so
It
goddamn
went back down.
What up, Zab? You know you the homie, man. Everybody know, bro. That shit was hilarious.
And what up to Said, the entertainer, because he did that thing was
what was the joke? He was like, "Don't ever play with
matches." Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like the comedy that we grew up on is different from the comedy that we have now.
Oh, for sure.
If social media was around when he dropped that.
Oh yeah!
Come on, man. That set a different precedent, man.
That would have went Cat Williams. So Shannon Sharp, bro. On everything. Damn, man. Cold fight, bro.
Yeah.
But one more, Sean, and then we up out of here, bro. Floyd and Pacquiao, man, they about to get down.
Man.
Or I heard it. Now Floyd won an exhibition. It ain't a real fight no more. But I remember on a few episodes ago, we talked about them might being able to come together. Well, it looks like we might get it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about them two getting together, making it happen, man, so late in their career?
I feel like when it comes to the stipulation of it being an actual fight, I think that's all Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao feels like his truth is he could have beat could have beat Floyd, and there was some ailments that he had along the way that prevented that from happening. I think he feels like he's in the best place that he could ever be in life now, and I think like he feel like, you know, I gotta get that I get it. But
I don't think he's gonna.
Is he gonna pass up that money if Floyd continues to push on this ain't a real fight?
Right. He ain't gonna pass, because even if it's an exhibition, bro, they still gonna make as much as they would if they was gonna fight.
That's my point exactly. You know
what I'm saying?
Then to me, the other side is this, man. While we all look at this and it's an exhibition, and we know that historically it's not gonna go on your record. If something crazy were to happen and Manny did get Floyd, we all gonna look at that and say, bro, you took an O in your career. I mean, you took a loss, you took an L in your career. You know, so I don't know. I think, this is how I'm starting to look at it, and I'll end with this. This is how I'm starting to look at it. Boxers are just like the truck driver that drove trucks their whole life, and the company comes up to him and says, "Hey, it's time for you to retire," and he says, "All right, I'm retiring." Yeah. Sitting at home, living life, doing whatever it is you're doing, and he's like, "You know what? I want to drive a truck again." It's easier said than done, and I understand that it's the fight game and it's dangerous and things of that nature, but the fighter, that's their livelihood. That's what they've always done, what they always wanted to do to support themselves, support their family, have that lifestyle, so on and so forth. When a fighter says they want to come back, I feel like you can't really look at it like, what are you doing? You must be broke. You must this, you must that. What about the fact that that's just what that man did their whole life?
That's what he know.
And they just want to jump in the truck again. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not a big proprietor. I don't support it, like that or whatever the case may be. But I had to look at it.
You can understand.
And I was like, man, I hate that whenever a fighter comes out of retirement, the first thing you go to is their checkbook. Right. And it's like, let's leave the bank account out the way, and let's really look at the substance of that human being. Right. That's what they've always done, and that's what they've always wanted to do. And if they still want to do it, and it's actually somebody right there that they can do it against,
Then
Why
let's
not?
do it.
We gotta let him do
Yeah,
it.
because why take? Let's like you. Okay, if you want to come back, somebody want to give you $800,000 to go do your thing. You gonna go do your goddamn thing.
My
That
man
don't
said
mean you
800.
broke.
No,
Yeah, you feel me? I'm just saying. You gonna go do your thing. You gonna go get your bread. You feel me? It don't mean a nigga hurting. I'm just going to get my dough. I would rather do that than take some of my money, invest in the business that might or might not work.
Yeah.
When I ain't got to invest nothing to go get this 800, I just got to train for 2 months. I ain't got to invest nothing.
Sure, go grab
Get
that
no
money.
insurance, hire no employees. I ain't got to do none of that.
Yeah.
That's the.
We
absolutely.
rewind back to Manny fighting Mario Barrios. Manny loses that fight, and I thought that Manny won that fight 9-3 at worst. I thought that was a 10-2 kind of a performance from Manny. And I'm the kind of guy that I look at, I like to refer to boxing like music, right? Who's playing all the notes? Who's forcing the other one to do this? Who's doing this and that? Who's controlling this music that's being played here? And I felt like Mario never caused Manny to play a note that Manny didn't want to play.
Right.
And to me, when the music is being played and you're not forcing me to do anything that I don't want to do, then Manny's winning that fight.
Damn right.
But I feel like the conversations that are had between judges, that are had between commissions, I felt like it was, this man's 47 years old, and let's be prepared to do what we need to do if he's ever in trouble, And I just feel like there's so many subliminal messages that could have been said, not that you were trying to be maniacal, but you're just trying to be prepared for what the worst could be. Well, now you done put this stuff in these judges, in these in the commission's mind, and now the commission go to go ringside with that. And now they're looking at this fight round by round. I'm like, Manny won that round. Manny won that round. Manny won that round.
But it was a draw.
But y'all looking at it like this is a 47-year-old man that can't win this fight and he might get hurt. And you know what I mean? Like,
He was
so
in shape. I mean, Manny was
he
in
was handling his
shape,
business.
bruh.
Yeah.
so you got 50-year-old Floyd against like 48-year-old Manny, and I think that this is more of the kind of fight that both these guys needed, opposed to Manny getting in the ring with Mario.
Gotcha.
I got Floyd all day on that fight.
I ain't mad at you, man.
I do.
I ain't mad at you.
I just remember I said it's just somebody you ain't gonna be able to outthink because he's outthinking. That's just you got. This nigga took the fight. He know he ain't gonna lose the fight. That's just how he gets down. He ain't coming back for that. Hey, are you crazy?
And let me tell you what I know.
got you.
This was years and years ago. I'm doing a broadcast, and I still was fighting at that point in time. So I get up and I go down to the hotel gym. It's like 8:30 maybe. And Bernard Hopkins is in there also on the treadmill. So I get on the treadmill next to him, and I start running, and I said the dumbest thing that I could have ever said to Bernard. I said, "What you doing in here, man?" And here we go.
Here we go.
And headphones come out, and every day you got to get up, and every day you got to work, and this is the lifestyle, and this, it don't matter when you retire, you still got to do this, and this is why I'm not. Floyd has that same kind of mentality. So even though we ain't seen Floyd in the actual fight the way we've been seeing Manny get down, even though we don't see a lot of film of Floyd fighting or training, and we don't see a lot of rumors of him doing this and that dude is a lot like Bernard, and he's still been getting up doing what he got to do.
And B-Hop was giving you game too because he was the only, to my knowledge, he was the only older fighter that was still taking on young lions and beating them.
Yep.
Yeah.
That conversation I believe was had before he fought Joe Smith.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like he was always taking on.
Already know.
And ready
man.
for him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then how was it, man? I seen you up there. You was with Shawn and Cam.
It was
how
smooth.
was it working with Cam?
It was smooth, man.
You know a lot about the sport out there. I know he loves sports, but boxing per se, though.
So Cam was at a studio, and long story short, he was looking for another studio. So I said, "Yo, I'm gonna be at the studio. Won't you, come over and we take you through it." Well, he showed up right before we started the show, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll come in. I'll do the show." So he sit down, he do the show with us. And he get up, he's like, "Yo, niggas gonna be mad, man." He's like, "I don't do shows with nobody, man. I got a lot of people asking me to do their podcast." And I'm just like, "Man, thank you for doing my show. Like, I'll cherish this moment."
Yeah,
appreciate it. Yeah.
We did the show the other day, and when we was done, he said, "Yo, let me know. I'll come back up." And I'm just like, "Man, the love is always real. It's always there, no matter who it is." He knows boxing. He knows sports in general.
For sure.
But I think he won't let go of like the controversial individual that he is. He's always gonna bring that controversial take. And I'm like, "Yo, if you just cleaned it up, like leave that out, like my man might be able to spit some legitimate shit like that'll make you go like, oh, okay, let's throw him on ESPN once or twice. You know what I mean?
Nah, Cam be
He's sharp.
Yeah, he's sharp
Sharp.
with his shit. He is sharp. Man, I fucks with Cam.
Yeah.
I like how he be on there. He be rapping on this shit.
Yeah,
Cam, you still got it, baby. You
Yeah.
still got it too, man.
Yeah.
He's nicer now, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean,
Right.
as rappers,
He nicer now.
That's
yeah, for
real.
sure.
And it's again like with Fundora and with a lot of fighters, you're supposed to be nicer the older you get, and that's why I say fighters are not in their prime at 30. Fighters are in their prime between 35 and 40. The thing is, you're mentally in your prime between 35 and 40, but are you physically taking care of yourself so that you can be in your prime when you're 35 or 40? This is the Front Page Podcast.
You feel me?
And you know how I deliver it.
and he gives it
Porter
to you
weight.
raw.
The
Porter
Porter
weight,
weight.
man. And then before we get out of here, because I know you got to go, out of all these youngsters, man, who you want to see fight, bro? It seemed like not Rolly ducking, Devin ducking Keyshawn, and this ducking this. Who do
I
you
like
wanna see in that
Rolly.
ring?
Rolly been talking about fighting Dev. I like that fight.
I like that fight.
I like
too.
that fight.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like Shakur against just about anybody.
You know it. I got
Yeah,
you.
I like Shakur against just about anybody. Teofimo, I don't think it's done yet. But I think he got to do some soul searching, and he got to revive himself before he tries to get back in the ring.
And lead them Jabberwockies at home.
Yeah, that was
He
fly.
got to lead them
That was
Jabberwockies.
fly.
It was fly.
Yeah,
It was fly.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, Wop, you got anything to say, man,
Nah,
before we
man.
get on about
Nah,
it,
it's
baby?
been good, baby. It's been
Man,
real
Shawn,
good.
thank you for coming
Oh,
through,
sir.
bro.
Okay.
He
Thank you,
blesses
man.
us
Yeah,
every
man.
time.
Yeah.
And
Don't
you
he?
know we got to have you after Floyd and Pacquiao fight.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know
No,
we
I'm
got
here.
to have you.
No
man.
doubt.
No, I'm here.
And then anytime you need something on your show, you just call us. We ain't
Yes,
doing
sir.
nothing.
Yes, sir.
We ain't
Yes,
doing
sir.
nothing
Yes,
at all.
sir.
Hey,
Yes,
man,
sir.
I am Mr. One Gotta Go Show.
And I'm Mr. J File, and this is the Front Page Podcast.
Thank
baby.
y'all
Peace.
for tuning in, man.
Yeah.
See y'all next time. Peace.